ask you to remember one thing. Your abilities may be of my blood, but it is your time in Smallville with Jonathan and Martha Kent and all the people there that made you a hero, Connor.
Always hold on to Smallville.
And there we go, guys. So, the Crisis on Infinite Earths. We have confirmation, as many of you probably already know at this point, that Brandon Routh will be playing the Kingdom Come Superman from the comic version, where we're speaking of a future Superman. But here's the great news to this. The Brandon Routh from the Superman Returns movies actually becomes the Kingdom Come Superman of the future. So this is awesome because it's canonizing all of these Supermans. And that is just so awesome. Very exciting how they're doing this. But of course, they've stepped it up, guys. What they've done is Stephen Amell, who plays Green Arrow from the Arrow television show, he's actually been trying to get Tom Welling. So they want him to canonize the Smallville Superman. So everybody's we're gonna possibly have 3 Supermans here. We're gonna have the Tyler Hoechling's Superman from the Supergirl series. We're going to have Brandon Routh's Superman Returns, now Kingdom Come Superman. And we're going to have the Tom Welling Smallville Superman, all canonized into the Crisis of Infinite Earths and into this entire DC TV universe. And I just think that is so awesome. I mean, that is big news, guys, for a lot of comic book fans, a lot of people who have watch these CW superhero shows, of course, Smallville being the progenitor of all of them. So we want to talk a little bit about that today. So, whereas all this sounds like great news, and I think Tom Welling's a team player, to kind of help y'all understand this, I don't know if many of you all watch Michael Rosenbaum's podcast Inside of You. So, of course, Michael Rosenbaum, who played the best Lex Luthor ever, still in my opinion. He started doing a podcast with many celebrities. He actually got to speak with Tom Welling on the show. And what came out, things many of us who probably didn't know, who are Smallville watchers, who loved Smallville television show. What came out was that Tom Welling worked very, very hard, so hard that it almost killed him. So many hours of work, it was a lot of toll taken on him. And that is part of the reason I think why Michael Rosenbaum left, and many of us wanted him back as Lex Luthor. He just wouldn't come back, and they had to try to get him back, and they did get him back for the final episode just for a few minutes, and that was awesome. And so if they were to get Michael Rosenbaum, who was just, done with it, seems like, I think that Tom will get back. Not only that, we know that Tom Welling has been on the Lucifer television show. He was there for like a full season, so he's ready to work again. That's not a problem. So I think he will come back and do it. And I think the way Tom looks good, he'll fit in good with Superman. I think he'll transform right back into the Superman like he was before he left, because they're making their Comic-Con rounds and you're seeing him. But here's the problem. This is what I'm concerned about. We know how Tom Welling is about putting on that Superman suit. And whereas he might be open to acting, is he going to put on the suit? Would have to CGI him or something? I don't know. He wasn't very fond of that suit. So whereas I think he might be open to coming back as Superman, coming back and adding to the continuity. Will it just be like a cameo or something? And maybe it'll just be like a little cameo. But hey, if it's a cameo, I'll take that. Let's canonize this whole thing, because up until now, and listening to Michael Rosenbaum's show, Lex Luthor, our Lex Luthor, he seemed to make it clear to kind of separate what they did with Smallville as something totally different from what they've done with the Arrowverse and this new lineage of even though many of us see it as all together, it's all CW, it's all the same directors, right? Producers. So basically what that means is that's basically telling us that it's a continuation. But, Michael Rosenbaum seemed like, it was something different what they did with Smallville. So I wonder, how they feel about coming back. But, right, Michael Rosenbaum, John Glover, these people were such fantastic actors, right? That watching the CW today, these superhero shows, whereas they are entertaining, they don't have the caliber of acting and storytelling that Smallville television show had. They can't hold a candle to it. And although I try to get into a lot of them and I can watch them, I can tell you right now there are some vast differences. With Smallville, it was must watch TV. I had to watch Smallville when it aired. With these CW shows, I'm hit and miss them, and I mostly miss them except when they have these big crossover features, right? And it wasn't always like that. When Arrow, first few seasons of Arrow, I was like, okay, this is really, really great what they've done. But, and even Supergirl that I thought was going to be a disaster, even The Flash, I thought The Flash was going to be a disaster next. Flash, same similar thing as the Arrow, first few seasons just was awesome. I'm like, this is great. This is awesome. And then it did the same thing like Arrow did. It just got to the point where I thought the stories got ridiculous. I stopped watching it. And then Supergirl came out, and I was like, oh, this is going to be another disaster. And Supergirl did a similar thing. The first few seasons, I liked that. But Supergirl, as I kind of went in thinking it was going to be a disaster, it actually surprised me. And I liked the direction and many of the other characters we got to see introduced in the Supergirl. So I kind of liked that. But even so, none of these shows have been much must-watch TV to me unless they're doing crossovers. And now we definitely have Brandon Routh doing Superman from Superman Returns Kingdom Come. And Tom Welling, I think he's going to be on board, but will he put on that suit? I have no idea if he's going to put on that suit. But even if he is Clark Kent in there and just making a cameo and his Earth is affected, I'll take that. Let's just canonize that. But Tom's a team player. He's probably going to do it. I don't know if he's going to wear that suit or not. They couldn't even get him to wear that suit after 10 years of Smallville. Last day on the show, we couldn't get him to really... He put that suit on, but we didn't get a real good look at that suit. So maybe they could CGI him. I don't know. But tell me all what you all think about this. Is this exciting news to you? I think it's awesome. Also, this new it's supposed to be a new Superman show coming out. I don't know who's going to play him. Will it be Tyler? His version of playing the Superman television show? Or will it just be a totally different Superman from a totally different Earth? I have no idea what's going to happen with that. Now, of course, with Brandon Routh, man, you know what? I would love to see him play television Superman, play his version of this television Superman, since he's doing TV anyway. That would be so awesome. WB owns that, but WB has said that they're only going to allow him to use that Superman for that one episode. And the problem with that is that means he's probably going to have to die in the episode, because he also during an interview said that will give him a chance to at least say goodbye, to Superman. He never really got the chance. Even though I thought Superman Returns was going to be a very promising franchise for Superman, didn't quite make it. They were too obsessed with CGI and money and explosions and cramming stuff together that they forgot good old storytelling and what Superman was all about. If you look at the original Superman, it was a story about a visitor from another planet. This just became this big summertime mess, with the Man of Steel and series of the Zack Snyderverse and all that. But that's all I want to say. Let me all know what you think about this news. If you like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe. And until next time, take care.